How are you, Derek? How are you?
Not too bad at all, not too bad.
Listen, we talked to your mum about the start of it and how it became such a huge hit. And then Ellen DeGeneres came calling and you ended up in Los Angeles.
That's very right, that's true, yes.
Tell us how Ellen came about and how long you spent over there and the show itself, and what did she say to you?
Well, I suppose, the show, we've all started, she's seen, obviously, the video, on YouTube, and that's what started Ellen, and we know, we heard then that she was, all started off, she started, she put her video up on her website, and she said for people, to check it out, and then she started tweeting us, and we got text messages and that in then from our friends and that to say that Ellen DeGeneres was, that she was tweeting us and everything, and of course we were amazed to think that Ellen was, because it's such a big show. Yeah. And next thing then she put a clip up of us on her St. Patrick's Day show, which another friend of ours rang us about and told us that she had put us up there. And then, the show were in contact with us, but, nothing was concrete or anything, about going over, but we knew that she was really interested. And then eventually it was, they confirmed us that we'd be going on the show. So then we went over and we had such a ball, she's such a lovely woman, she really is, she's, that's the way she is. The way she's on stage is the way she's off stage too, she's just a really bubbly and friendly character, and genuine person, so we just had it's just been brilliant, it really has. And
obviously you performed the hit He Drinks Tequila, but also you performed the Hucklebuck
That's very true, yeah.
On the Ellen Show. Where your mum said you've been a huge fan of country music, and are you a big fan of Brendan Boyer as well, obviously?
Huge fan of Brendan, I suppose, all the way up through my life, when I've been, since I've been a child, I've been listening to Brendan Boyer and on different, between CDs and tapes and seeing videos, and I suppose ever since I was a kid, when I was very small, it would have been always Elvis Presley I'd have been watching, on TV and that, and that's what started off all the dancing and everything, I suppose. And then as I got older, the showband music was always, my mum would have backed loads of singers like Brendan O'Brien and loads of them, around all the showband fellas. And then we got a DVD of Brendan in the One Nighters, it was called, and that was about, there wasn't too many DVDs done back then of the show bands, when they were singing out live. But the One Nighters showed Brendan on stage, and I must say, when you see those videos, and it was just amazing to see the crowd, and the thing is, all them people were all our age as well at one time, in them videos, and it just totally set the whole lot off then for me, and I had to do it.
Derek, what age are you? You're 17 or 18, is it?
18.
18, and you're going to sit your Leaving Cert this year as well, aren't you?
That's right, yeah, I'm going to sit in it, yeah. Sure, only a couple of weeks to go, so...
How are you going to are you just bringing books with you? Is that the crack?
Yeah, you bring your books with you, and you do whether it's if you're on a plane or if you're in the car or if you're in a hotel room or something, you just you use them opportunities to do a bit of study or whatever. But it's it's, thank God we've all our work done now, and at least our courses are finished and everything. The April is nearly over now, and it's only just May then, and they'll be starting that at the start of June, so. And it's not too long to go.
And what about like a CEO, CES? Did you fill out one of them, or will you just concentrate on the performances?
Well, the way the music was going for, people think, I suppose, that, they see the YouTube video and they just see, this, the band just happened overnight for us. But, it didn't happen just overnight for us because we were always performing. Obviously not on the scale that we're at it now, but we were always performing. And, things, thank God, were going very, very well for us on the country music scene, I know, we would have been known very well down around Munster, but up further up the country in that we wouldn't have been as well known. So we were, we were going to be we had a lot of bookings for further up the country for the year coming, and for across over in England. And what I was planning on doing was, Dervla was obviously going to be going to sixth year, so but I'd have been finished, and then Mam would have been, so Mam was here, so myself and Mam were going to go on the road then, full time. For the, for over the winter and for the final summer, while Dervla was doing her Leaving Cert, and basically just try and get my name known, and then hopefully after a few years, once you have your name out there, to go on the road with a full band, and hopefully that it would kick off, because you couldn't just go on the road with a full band straight away and not no one around the place, because it wouldn't have happened for you. But the way things are now, everybody knows you, so it's brilliant,
Yeah.
I've skipped years, so. Can't complain.
Yeah, you will be going on the road. You're 18. How, would you listen to any other music, or would it be all country music that you'd listen to?
Oh, Oh no, I'd listen I suppose I'd listen to all type music. Now, I'd be a big fan now as well of Michael Bublé. I suppose he sings a lot of big band stuff and everything, But my main love is the show band and country music. There's no doubt about it, because I suppose it's just because I've grown up with it and I've just listened to it all my life. It's just that's the music for me, That's what you love, That's the reason.
Yeah,
the reason I'm doing it, so it makes it 10 times easier then,
Well, listen, continued success to you, Derek. And I tell you, I saw the video, the late one, but also the one on Ellen. And there's some comments, you can move they're like jelly, your legs, the way you can contort them into things. So.
I don't know what's I've never went for dancing lessons or anything, so I'm not really, it's just a pure natural thing. Like when I started first doing the Hucklebuck movie, I don't really, there's no one else out there, even of the showman fellas and that doing what I do with my legs there, And I didn't even know I was doing it when I was after learning all the songs and all that. When I was after learning all the rock and roll numbers and I was out singing them, I didn't even realise I was doing that on stage until I watched videos back and I seen what I was doing, and I was realising to myself, that I was onto something here, because there was no one doing it, and everybody was, commenting on what I could do with my legs, and it just all took off then, and I just started learning, you'd be all the time, you'll be all the time practicing, and there's you'd have new moves or whatever as well. So it's brilliant,
and it's fun. And I suppose that's the key as well, Derek, isn't it? It's just a bit of fun and a bit of crack.
It's a bit of fun,
Yeah.
Look, I suppose the thing is, anyone can stand up and just on a stage and sing a song. Do you know what I mean? But the show bands, it's not just a band, you know what I mean? You've all your bands on the road at the moment, but what I do is show band, and that's the show,
Exactly.
That's what gives you the show part, is the legs and the movement and the dancing with people, and that's the reason. That's why it's going so well down at the moment, I think, because no one else is doing it, and it is a pure show, and I'd love to go and see a person doing that side of music myself, because that's what I love, and it's just so up tempo, and it's fast and it's moving, it's brilliant music,
It's very strong this end of the country, the northwest and border counties country music, particularly around this area. I tell you, Derek, can we just take a break? I'm going to come back and I'll talk to Dervla and then we'll finish up with Mary, but for the time being, we'll just take a quick break and come back. Is that okay?
Perfect, Francie.
Cheers, come on.
Thanks very much.
No bother.
Bye-bye.